Hello, everybody,
Truly.
and welcome to Chapter 37 of Known Realms. Don't say I never did nothing for you, Tully. Known Realms Tolesh. Before we dive into the session tonight, we are going to introduce our players, starting with our returning guest, Tully. Tully, go ahead. Yeah.
Me? Hi, everybody. My name is Tolly. Go by that's_Barnaby on the internet. I am a digital TTRPG artist. You can find me everywhere that still is around. And if you like my cool shirt, you should go to generalkaranobi.com. Use Tails Archive to get 10% off.
Love that. Thank you so much. And thank you, Caroline. Check out her store. She's incredible. And I want to say, with the art, we have updated art for Oleander done by the incredible Cyrus. You can find them over at It's8bit on Twitter and Addicted to the Finest Pizza on Instagram. Check it out. It's incredible. It's so goddamn good. Just wanted to make sure to say that. All right, next up. I'm super not excited for this next one, gamers. Angie.
Hi, I'm Angie. They, them pronouns. I'll be playing Zio Marino tonight. He, they pronouns. The reason why Alex is not excited is because
What's my name? No, time out. What's my fucking name?
Alec.
Came up as Alex.
The reason why
really upset.
Alec is not. I'm so sorry. Once again, I need to enunciate. English is not my first language. Anyways, but the reason why Alec is not excited about this is because me, the known creator of Piss Horse, has curated a Piss Horde the play.
Known creator?
Yeah, the known creator of Piss Horse has created a Piss Horse the playlist. So if you'd like to get some Piss Horse vibes on, please go to my Twitter. I've already dropped the link. You want like a fun little playlist for the Piss Horse vibes. And if you don't know what Piss Horse is, where have you been? It's okay. Don't worry about it. Next.
How do you follow that?
Oh
What-
no,
I was literally just thinking that. Alec, I can hear you.
Oh no, Alec.
I posted
Whatever-
the link. Go ahead and check out that
whatever-
Piss Horse playlist. I posted it in chat. Next up, Lou.
Hi. I'm Lou.
Jesus Christ. Anything else? Lou plays Lazuli.
She, her pronouns.
Pronouns are Fairy Ranger, and she did the phenomenal art for Known Realms Tolesh that you see on
I'm
screen.
so sorry that you had to come in and...
Don't apologize. I'm here for you, baby girl. Check out Lou on all socials. She is incredible.
Why? I don't...
Shut the fuck up. I'm trying to help you.
Let it happen.
Last but not least, Button.
Hi, I'm Button. I'm Bluebluebutton on social media. My pronouns are they, them, and so are Echinaceas. You can find me here on Sundays, and you can find me over on Stealthy Elf come November.
Yeah, yeah.
November. Come November!
Come November. Yes. Hey everybody, my name is Alec. My pronouns are he, him. You can find me all places on the internet at Tales Archived. I am the Archivist here for Known Realms Tolesh. I will be running a whole slew of other games that you'll be seeing shortly here, and you can see me as Finn Reese over at Stealthy Elf in Heroes of Hysteria Unearthed Inheritance as well. Other announcements. I don't think we have any other announcements. So, let's go ahead and pick up last time. Last time we had a big combat time. We picked up with the crew making their way toward Ilynbelle. Not only Echinacea's, where Echinacea's home is, where Lazuli is set to meet her mother, Aura Isledale, and where Oleander is set to trek to find the Luminara Flower to help heal their enclave in the Undergarden. Session started with Oleander saying some profound ass shit. You know what? No one's who they were yesterday, and I love that. Everybody was affected in their own little way because of it, and we had some conversations moving forward until Oleander managed to spot an odd creature in the air. After it being pointed out, Echinacea noticed that this was the Vilderavn, their husband Lorian consumed by a corruptor Corbre. Understanding in that moment that he was headed southward to Alden Gate, most likely to find one Sigorn Lorethian, Echinacea chose to act. Instructing the party to stay back, Echinacea moved forward, and we had some really cool... God, the preparatory rounds in that combat was actually buck wild. Zio... He was a fucking actual American sniper. Shit was fucking insane. Managed to Zio managed to take out one of the Blight Hounds who seemed to be accompanying the Corbre, the Vilderavn. One
Baby.
on the way up. Well, in the preparatory round is what I'm saying. And then after the preparatory round, everybody got together. Echinacea faced off 1-to-1 with the Vilderavn while egging it on and asking if this is what it really wanted. Moments throughout the fight where their husband Lorian flashing through, giving bardic inspiration, showing that his presence has not dimmed in this time. The Oleander, Zio, and Lazuli. Lazuli was in a little pocket dimension, just popping in and out. Zio murdered about 8 more. There you go. Are you happy now? And fucking Oleander dropped a goddamn tree on a fucking line of them. Just a line of them. It was a very cool combat. I highly recommend going back and watching that session because it's one of my favorites and it's phenomenal. But the combat came to a standstill as Echinacea, kind of conversing with this Corbre throughout the fight, managed to make... Why are words not coming to me? They managed to appeal enough to this creature for it to admit that it did not want to do what it was doing. In that, Echinacea, with the information they learned from Uramil, that packs are a strong asset against these creatures, offered their form instead of Lorian's. A consenting host for this Corbre, whose name is Eadwulf, to let Lorian free so that Echinacea could take him on, so that the two of them, and anyone they could find along the way, would take out the Lorethian line at the head by fighting Caravan. What a fucking cool... Hey, I know you're here to fight the whole line. Love that. Let's go to the top, babe. I love it. 1,000 IQ move. And so, Echinacea had taken in the Corbre and gained a pretty cool feat. In that, they reunited with their husband, the one that they do not remember. But there were sweet introductions, and Lorian is just a good fucking boy. A good lad. the Sword of Arvindor was abandoned and gifted to Kaelin with the understanding that Kerveth did not make the vestiges. His sister Arashni, now known as Lolth, has created them. And so with healing in mind, the group made their introductions and began their journey northward again toward Ilynbelle. Today, we are picking up on Pedwarde the 4th of Marpenoth. It has been a couple days. You guys are going to make it to Ilynbelle by the end of the day. So at this point, you have long rested.
Okay.
Because this will have been like at least a day or so afterwards. Lucian has been relatively quiet in your presence. Uldiel and Kaelin are kind of moving forward and tending to Lorian and sort of moving about. The man has been sleeping a lot, but when he hasn't been sleeping, he has been sort of excitedly asking Echinacea and you all about your journeys since you've been together. He very much wants to hear the stories of how you guys got together as much as you're willing to share. He understands that a lot of it is kind of heavy, so he is not pushing in any regard. But there are points where he has kind of sat up and been like, I'd love to hear any stories. So whatever you guys feel like you have shared, you can kind of talk amongst yourselves.
I think Zio's also going to be a little quiet and a little reserved around
Lorian?
Lorian. The brain fart that just hit me. I was like, it's Lorian, but is it?
Is his actual name Lorian?
So I think they're still going to be a little bit quiet. After everything that transpired.
Mm-hmm.
So unless anyone else has anything else that they want to say to Lorian, I don't want to take up space from that.
I'll talk to him. I think Oleander, knowing the least out of everybody about this man.
They're like, let me just go ham.
Yes, I think Oleander would just sort of like pepper him with just like some basic questions, like questions you would ask at like a cocktail party of just like, so where are you from?
Well, I am originally from Aldengate.
Aldengate, oh, it's lovely out there.
It's nice, a bit busier than I remember, but it's nice.
How long you not to be too forward, but how long have you been trapped inside of a giant bird?
56 years.
Oh wow, you look great for 56.
Oh, I'm older than that. Much older.
No, than that. Older than that. Oh, you look amazing.
The courtesy of being an elf.
Yeah, me, you, same page. Yeah. Have you had any time or space to speak to Echinacea?
I think that there have been moments where he's like attempted to ask them about things, but it is understanding that there's a lot of gap. So it's kind of giving them the freedom to approach and, offering the space for them to speak when they feel most comfortable.
You find yourself in a rare position. You had to make a first impression for the second time.
It's a hell of a first impression.
Oh, you are not who you were yesterday. And so today you get to introduce yourself based on the experiences that you know.
Yeah. It's
very exciting.
It is exciting. I don't see starting over as a negative, but I also just want Echinacea to pursue what makes Echinacea happy. Whatever that may be.
Well, what makes you happy? Echinacea is their own person.
Absolutely.
And you have to pursue your own life. So I'm curious, good friend, Lorian. Where will you go? What will you do?
don't know.
Oh, what a wonderful thing to be lost in the woods.
I was a soldier once. I never want to be a soldier again.
You need only say it. What do you wish to be?
Echinacea, question for you. Over these couple days, did you share that first memory that you have of Lorian with him?
He asked. I think
He
that
would
there
have,
is a lot of
absolutely.
trepidation.
He absolutely would have asked what they remembered.
I remember meeting you at a tavern in Sunball. You were very kind and I was very mean. and we set up our best friends and then we fell in love.
Yeah. What did I say? Wanted to make the lighting calm.
It's not that silly a sentence.
It is. It's goofy. It is goofy, and that's okay. I'm happy with it being goofy. You were teasing me, and I was not upset by that at all.
Oh, you liked them.
I like Echinacea, whatever form they take.
I wish I could be that person. They were very strong. I just want to make sure you know that I'm not that person.
I know. I know. You've been altered by experiences and memories that are creating you as you are now. That's why I said to you that I don't hold you to any expectation that was made that you don't remember. That would
deserve to have your spouse, and I will work to get them back.
I am happy to know you at whatever capacity. I am honored to know you. Be that us getting to know each other again for the first time, being friends, falling in love if that's what happens. My love's not gone, but I am not going to expect you to feel what I feel. That'd be so deeply unfair to you.
They don't voice it, but now that Eadwulf is in their head, Eadwulf would be aware that the language talking about Echinacea as if they are still the same person. There's this notion of like getting to know each other again, as if this Echinacea has gotten to know him before and they have not. There's this sort of presumption that the memories are there, and they are not. And so Echinacea stares at this man knowing that he has centuries of experience with someone, and they have 3 months of knowledge in their head. And they don't know how else to say that it's outside of what they've said. They don't know how to express it, and so they just nod.
You hear in your mind, he is trying.
I know. Hello, I know. And I will try harder.
You don't have to. He needs to meet you where you're at, not the other way around.
That doesn't seem true to me at all.
Why?
He deserves to be met where he is.
Why do you deserve less?
Because I'm the one who lost him.
He lost you. You lost each other. It was a two-way street. Lorian remembers, you don't. There's a difference there. That difference is okay. From what I've experienced with him, he knows you're not the same person. He is just trying to nurture whoever you're becoming. Does that make sense?
I suppose so. If there's anything I can do for you, please let me know.
I think it'll be easier to talk once we're not walking. Our legs hurt. Your legs hurt. Sorry, presumptuous.
I'd say ours. I invited you here.
I'll stick to my corner for now.
I will be able to make you something once we stop somewhere.
More than fine. He is as... He's essentially a puppy dog. He's doing what he can.
It's not a nice way to talk about someone. He's a person who's lived for centuries, but...
Personality-wise, but understandable. I have spent the last 56 years with him.
Yes, I know. I think Echinacea is very fussy and busy tending to Lorian. But like Zio, quiet.
Okay. Lazuli, anything from you?
I think Lazuli would perceive how Echinacea is interacting with Lucian and
Lorian?
Lorian, fucking goddamn Elzin's.
Okay.
Yeah, like how would Lazuli perceive Echinacea's behavior?
Very
towards
busy,
Lorian?
busily taking care. Falling back into that doctor role.
Mm-hmm. I think there's a lot of curiosity that's still present with Lazuli. So she's definitely around a lot of the conversations and maybe like chiming in with a question here or there, but nothing in particular, just kind of if something arises. But it's trying to be near Echinacea when they're fussing, to just be at their elbow, but not they can sense it's a lot and maybe not really ready to talk about, but wants to be there, and like there's hand squeezes or like just like soft smiles. But yeah, nothing auditory, I think, right now. But the presence is meant to be felt.
Echinacea will pause in those moments and look a little lost at Lazuli, but then squeeze back, and there's appreciation there. There's just also a sense that just a sense of overwhelm.
Okay.
Our DM, can I get a sense of where we're traveling and what it looks like? What does the countryside look like?
Yeah. So as you're journeying forth, you are in the northernmost reaches of the Republic of Shenthir. It is snow-covered, cold, but so deeply beautiful. You have the Wavern Peaks sort of gracing your left side as you're moving forward. You're able to see, at this distance north, you're able to see the icy sheets that cover the Delaspar Sea above Tolesh. You're getting the hits of ocean water sort of wafting under your nose. You hear winter birds sort of dancing around. You hear the critters sort of digging in their tunnels. The crunch of snow, almost rhythmic as it dances under your feet. You know that Ilynbelle is a beautiful town. It is a beautiful space that is a vacation destination. It's quite scenic. It has seen a lull in recent years, given a Shadowfell rift there, but the economy has stayed stable enough with wine exports, with the Belrose Hospital making a fair bit of money, with doctors, essentially Doctors Without Borders, where they go out and meet sites of need and sort of tend to people who are without that access to care. It's right on the water, and you're experiencing just that crisp air as it's hitting you. A beautiful winter day, but the sun is not lost on any of you.
Beautiful up here.
Can Zio approach? Can Zio approach Ollie? Like as we're walking.
Absolutely.
Yeah. Hey, sibling.
Hello. I wanted to ask you about something because you mentioned something about the changing of the seasons. You said that after winter, the spring always comes as sort of a kind of a way to make peace with what's happening to you. Well, after spring is summer, and then fall, and then winter again.
It repeats itself.
Well, that's the thing is, what'll happen to you won't be the end.
No. Of course it won't be the end. I'll be something else. I'll be something greater. I'll be something lesser. I will be whatever the earth, whatever Tolesh needs me to be. None of us last forever, Zio. But we perpetuate. We become flowers. We become soil. We become wind. We become snow. We become everything that you are will spread across the world and will be whatever it needs to be when it needs to be it. Right now, I'm Oleander, your sibling Zio. Whatever we will be in the future, I don't know, but it's very exciting.
Do you think that someone could be all of the seasons all at once?
I think there could be something that withstands all those things. An evergreen. A pine tree is a pine tree, regardless of the time of year. But for something to be everything, well, you are everything, but you don't serve every purpose in that moment. Does that make sense?
I think so. Maybe I'm just feeling stubborn.
Well, we seem to be talking around something. Is there something on your mind, sibling?
Well, I've recently come to understand, to accept the direction that people take without stopping them from going in that direction. But I'm also fighting against the urge to stop them, whoever they may be. I'm talking about them in a general sense.
Are
So-
you familiar with the migration patterns of salmon?
My dad would be. He's a fisherman, but I am not.
And salmon spend most of their life in salt water. And then there's a time in their life when they change. And with that change comes at great cost. They take on the ability to take on fresh water. And in order to reach the place where they were born, they tear at their muscles, they exhaust themselves. All to get to the end goal of helping perpetuate their species, helping perpetuate life. What I'm saying in that is you can swim against the stream, but it will come at a great cost. And who you were when you begin that journey definitively will not be who you are when it ends. If you can accept that, then Sibling Zeo, I think that it is a task worth achieving. But know that you will lose pieces of yourself along the way.
Have you lost pieces of yourself?
Oh, yeah.
But this is very good. You're a good person. I like the person that you are now.
Because we've met in this moment. I've been naughty. I've been, I've stolen my fair share of apples. I've done many things that I'm proud of and things that I'm not. I've learned from those things and grown and changed. Right now, who we are is who we appreciate. Who I am ages from now. Maybe you won't like, and who you become, I may not like, but that's not for me to decide. That's for you to decide. I guess what I'm saying, Sibling Zeo, is nothing is forever. And that's okay. And that we are to appreciate the flowers when they bloom. Because they will bloom again. Maybe not the same ones, but they'll bloom all the same.
I'm happy to have met you. I think it's very interesting to meet someone, and speak to someone who is at peace with what their end will be.
So
And-
much of existing is fighting against that. Because a lot of people don't know where they will end, what the end brings, and sometimes when finding out about the end, there's an instinct to want to persevere past that. My order doesn't really teach that.
And what if I guess you wouldn't be the right person to ask about this, since
Love to hear the question.
is it presumptuous of me to assume that someone's peace is not right? Is it bad for me to try and swim against their current for them?
Can't really force anybody to do anything in this lifetime. Believe me, I've tried. And the best you can do is point them in the right direction, offer advice, be a hand when they need it. Everyone's going to make mistakes. My master once told me that every decision is a good decision, so long as you're willing to live with the consequences. If a person is not willing to live with those, then it is a bad idea. But if you are, sibling Zio, willing to live with the consequences of whatever should fall out, then I think it is a fine idea.
Can you do something for me?
You can do lots of things.
Can you hold out your arm like this?
Okay, I'm holding out my arm.
And then Zio is going to hop and then dangle from from Ollie's arm. Just to
He'll
see.
like slightly raise it a little bit and kind of like whistle a tune as you all kind of trudge to the snow, singing old songs from the Undergarden, talking of the snow and the mountains and the changing of the leaves.
The mountains? What mountains?
Well, there's tons of mountains. Undergarden is located a bit outside of Dunwich, far deep in the mountains, in a vault that lays under the ground.
Outside of Dunwich. And you said that there is a Shadowfell rift there.
At least in the vault. I don't know how much further it's spread since then.
I ask because, and I will say that this is not secret information, although they will look at Lucian and Lorian. Who's left? Yeah, Lucian, Lorian, Lapis, and Oldiel have been informed. Lucian, Lorian, and Oleander. Sorry, I'm trying to keep track of who knows what. There are things that we are uncovering that could bring the ire of a vengeful god upon people should they know them. But I do think it would be important for you to know, Oleander, because it pertains to your family, to your enclave.
We anchored. Who will we anchor?
Well, if I tell you, that will bring the ire. Telling you will. In the telling of the information comes the danger, which is why I wish to know if you are comfortable hearing it.
Yeah.
Lucian, Lorian, are you two comfortable hearing it?
Oh, Alec.
You're muted.
Lucian just quickly nods. He doesn't say anything, but nods in the affirmative. Lorian kind of chuckles. Danger is an old friend. And if there is something to fight against, the Echinacea I knew would implore me to fight against it, so I would like to know.
Well, there is a god of a different place trapped within our planet. And he's trying to do to it what he did to the last one, and that was to end the cycle of life. Used anchor points to do so. Vehicles via which he could access that place's power and life and siphon it for himself. His name is Vaemir, and the alloyed pantheon, Ilthun included, your god Oleander, they trapped him away in the planet with the hope of containing him, but then life was born here and now he threatens it. And I believe that the Shadowfell rift in the Undergarden is one of his many anchor points in his attempt to escape.
There's of worry across Oleander's face as he kind of thinks for a moment. And looks over to you. My task as a member of the Sunflower Enclave is to preserve life, to help perpetuate the cycle, as it were. Protect both flora and fauna.
I too wish to preserve life.
Little flower, our tasks are aligned. By me helping my home, I hope I can end the task and contribute in some way to end this person or put him back where he belongs or where my goddess is deemed appropriate.
My belief, until we know more, is that bringing life back to this rift and helping the Undergarden by providing the Luminara Flower and working for a cure, that may rob him of an anchor point, may make it impossible for him to return, in which case the cycle could continue. So I think we're headed in the right direction. But if I am wrong, it seems important for you to be informed.
Your knowledge. Since I have met you, you've given me no reason to doubt the words that come out of your mouth.
Well, that's high praise coming from someone who speaks wisdom as though breathing. It's a perpetual state with you, it seems.
I think it's the voice, more so than anything else.
The voice certainly doesn't hurt, but I don't think it's just that.
Wisdom is gained through trial and error. I have made many mistakes in my time on this planet. Simply when meeting others, share my experience.
Appreciate the wisdom, as someone who does not have much experience.
But you've made plenty of mistakes.
Oh, yes.
And every time you get up, that is another point of wisdom in your corner, little flower. You are wiser than you think you are. The trust you gain from your companions, from Lazuli and Zio and everyone else here. That trust is seen. And trust like that is earned. I stand in awe of you.
Oh, well, goodness, that's mutual.
Task and turn to the entirety of the group. Is it to close these rifts? Is it to return the cycle to how it was?
Lorian kind of, this is all new to me. I have not heard of Aimir anchor points or anything like that until today. You know more now than they did then. And that's impressive.
See,
Well, I've learned all about this with Echinacea and Lazuli and our other two companions, Nivien and Sir. Oh, well, I came to them while I was in search of the primordial orbs. which is why I've become involved with Istrus and Helitis. In that process, I've been thinking that there's people who want to destroy the primordial current. And in the process of learning all this stuff, I've learned, or I've thought that there's a possibility that by destroying the primordial current, Vaemir could use it to create another anchor. So that's my purpose here. It's not just finding these orbs and becoming stronger. It's not power I seek. It's balance.
You little Lazuli.
I have a plan for Lazuli, so I don't think she's going to be a part of this conversation. So I would say that she's probably out at the moment.
Okay.
But we can round back to that. Thank
What is that plan, Lazuli?
you. I'm cooking it up right now.
Okay, that's fine.
But I'm just about ready.
No, that's fine. Take your time.
Sir, I'm sorry.
Go ahead.
To answer your question, though not in total, our plan is to try and keep Vaemir from emerging, to learn more about him, and to make sure that life is preserved and tended.
I think Oleander smiles a big smile on his face. Well, it seems that our roots are intertwined. Destiny has deemed that we all be in communion with one another, be of the same forest, protect one another, no matter how far we go and where we find ourselves.
Echinacea clasps hands with the one that Zio is not swinging on. Our roots are intertwined.
Sun's out today. That means it's going to be a good day.
If it is the rest of travel, everybody can go ahead and give me a Constitution saving throw, please.
Ooh. Let's
I'm
see if
about
we're
ready.
got our toesies are cold.
That is a 20.
You are not frigid.
Ha!
12.
You are
12.
Frigid?
Cold.
Buddy.
7.
frigid. So any dexterity-based skills for Lorian fails. Lucian fails.
Oh my god.
Kaelin succeeds. And Uldiel succeeds.
The real ones.
Ones. What do I have? What can I give? I don't know how to help. Do dancing lights give off heat?
Nope.
Nope.
Let me see, because I believe I have. Thought I had.
It's for the next hour, and you guys are just
Okay.
traveling on the road. You're not
Okay.
making. I mean, this is isn't going to hinder your guys' journey at all.
Wait, you all had advantage because of my aura.
I
Oh!
believe that's only Constitution.
Wasn't it a constitution?
Oh yeah. So yes.
So we can roll again?
Yep.
Oh. Ha! Even worse.
I'm not frigid. Yay!
Lorian succeeds. Lucian fails.
I also fail. Echinacea will go up to Lorian, just at some point on the road. I do still want to know what you were doing so far away from Casimir, but I would like to say that They look up into his eyes, free of the hag rot. I'm very happy to see you this way.
I'm happy to see you all as well. Happy to see you. Are you alright? Looked like a difficult conversation.
I have to get used to those. Is there a reason why you were so far from Casimir?
To get away. Stretch my legs.
We can seek different arrangements for you.
No, that's alright. There's no need.
Seems like there is, as you are not in your arrangements.
Well, he doesn't know I'm gone, or he does, and he can't find me. He'll tug at the non-detection amulet.
Why is he not allowed to leave? Echinacea?
Well, he was going to be assisting the community of Iothalor and working on recuperating after the attempted coup against his community, but I suppose I can't hold you to that, and I shouldn't try to.
Just because I played a little hooky today does not mean I'm not intent on doing those things.
My mistake.
Wasn't a mistake, it's a fair assumption. Why the long face, good doctor?
I believe I have been presumptuous.
Your presumptions make sense. I've been slimy in the past. And I still am, as I've slicked my way out of my cage. It's not a cage, it's a very nice cabin, but I just wanted the fresh air. And I can feel my body getting stronger every day. Wanted to nurture that.
Glad.
Can't only do that by doing Casimir's chores.
That makes sense.
But, I'll ensure that you guys all get where you're supposed to go in Ilynbelle, and then I'll retreat back to, my hovel.
I didn't realize that I don't want to confine you to a hovel.
It's just not the Whitmore estate.
He's just calling it a hovel because he doesn't have all the big rooms and the big ceilings.
I think hovels are quite nice.
I'm sure it's just a nice cottage.
It is.
See? See? See?
I see.
I was like, he's calling it a hovel because... Well, because that's how he was raised.
Because I'm an asshole, apparently.
Yes, exactly. I don't want to say it.
Why, you said it before.
I'm trying to be nicer.
Today?
Yes.
Hmm.
Just today.
How do you feel about being, what did you call it, Zio? An asshole. How do you feel about that?
For me? If I'm an asshole?
No, I mean, no, are you an asshole? Well, we've known each
think
other
so.
so little time.
I'm a little bit of an asshole. I stole a bunch of stuff from Lucian.
Well, you know, little pepper in the stew goes a long way.
Makes it taste better.
Yeah. Too much sugar, you know, it's not good for you.
Can't disagree. Where is Lazuli, by the way? Like,
Yep, we're gonna check in
What
on
are
the
you-
plan.
what? I'm like, I want to know what you're plotting. No.
Okay. For this conversation, Lazuli leaves the humble abode and goes out into the snow.
Oh, we've been
Um,
walking though.
I've been walking, so
what?
you
Yeah.
can trail
Well,
off.
Yeah.
I thought we were okay. Well, I'm gonna during like a potty break or lunchtime. I'm gonna peace out for a minute.
Okay.
And probably have been walking alone or flying above the trees during the walking conversation because moody.
Okay.
So during a stop, well, even beforehand, I think Lazuli is walking, feeling shifting tides, still thinking about the conversation that she had with, gosh, I know it starts with an M. Why is my brain?
Jordan?
Mordred?
With Ollie.
Mordred?
Mordred.
Okay.
Magic, that kind of stuff. She's fiddling with the rider pulse on her hip, remembering the word fated
Mm-hmm.
that's been talked about a little bit. And she's confused at how frustratingly lost she feels, even though it seems like they're fated to all be here.
Mm-hmm.
And at this crossroads of so many paths, and so she decides to wander off into the snow. And she has her white cloak of eyes, you know, draped tightly against her. And when she finds a little clearing in the like snowy tree meadow situation, she's going to draw an 8-pointed star. And
Are you summoning the devil? What's happening?
no. I sent you the picture, so you can keep track of it. Just because it's
Where?
a lot on Discord.
I don't.
Because I'm going to say it. Oh, I didn't send it. It was in the thingy. I'm
Okay.
about to say it. So, at one point, she's going to place her drift globe,
Mm-hmm.
representing Ishror, draconic magic, ice, familiarity, a trusted mentor. The opposing point, she's going to place obsidian that she's been carrying for a while, representing her work with Viola, a new and risky, not patron, but matron, I suppose. On the perpendicular axis, she's going to druid craft a little flower popping up from the snow, representing the unknown of the Feywild, her mother. And on the opposite side, she's going to place Pugsley and look pat him gently, representing crafting and lapis. And then on the upper right, northeastern axis, she's going to lay down an old cloth so it doesn't get wet, but the Sunflower King book, representing Ilyana, not Ilyana, it's always
Really?
Aurelie, the Changebringer. The opposing axis, she's going to, this is the one that I haven't been sure about what I want to do. I think she's going to place an arrow, but this represents the unknown. And then northwest, I just realized I got east and west mixed up on this thing. She's going to place her bag of holding, representing everything that she shouldn't look at everything as this crossroads, but just a holistic view of the parts of her life.
Mhm.
And then on the opposing end of that spike, the last one, she's going to leave nothing, so that she doesn't have all the information. She needs to continue to wait, and it's okay to not know. And so these are 8 symbols, 8 directions she feels pulled, and she stands in the center, and she holds the phoenix feather, and she has this cloak of eyes that can see in all directions.
Wait, what phoenix feather?
I have a phoenix feather that Echinacea gave me.
The little charm?
I have an actual phoenix feather.
I don't recall this.
It's just
Echinacea didn't give you a phoenix feather. You may have held theirs with them, but it disappears and reappears when they cast magic.
I feel like there's a phoenix feather that I got somewhere. I'm maybe near Echinacea. I'm not using it as a spell thing. It's more of a prop.
Okay.
If that is okay.
We'll say
I don't
you have
remember
some
exactly.
sort of feather, sure.
Yeah, okay. And just knowing that the eyes can see in all directions, and I'm not really sure exactly what spell I want to cast, but I'm just like curious to maybe cast some kind of wild magic, some kind of search chart or something, but I just feel like she wants to be maybe even like the gem of seeing. I have a lot of things that could flavor this moment. She just feels very lost, and there's something, it seems that like outer forces, this fate, is moving her like a pawn, and she wants to, I don't know, just see where the wind quite literally is taking her, and potentially just get swirled up all around. I don't know. It's a meditative moment, and she lets go of the feather. But I don't know if that's anything good.
What is it that Lazuli is aiming to accomplish here?
She wants to be more sure of her identity in the group, of which path is right for her, and she knows in her heart, only she's the one who can say that, but maybe it's just a frustration thing. I don't know. Yeah.
I will say, go ahead and roll me a D100, please. And I would like you to go ahead and... I'd like you to go ahead and add your wisdom modifier to the result.
Uh, 98.
You're looking forward at this star that you've created. If I can ask, what direction do you feel, you, the player, feel like is one that matches Lazuli? What is the one that you think is the right path for her?
I think maybe... Yeah, maybe the the wind just kind of like wipes all of her hard work away. Like it just kind of is now a pile of stuff and some snow. And is basically the result of the wait, like the nothing option of like maybe she just needs to wait a little longer. Yeah.
In the moment, you feel this upkick of snow, sort of wind picking up of its own volition. The space around you is not reflecting that same sort of energy.
Mm-hmm.
You look forward and you see these representations of yourself, the paths that you see ahead of you. And you just hear in the recesses of your mind, you don't have to just take one. There's nothing holding you to just one path, one way of being. You're allowed to dance on different roads.
Do I know who this is, who's speaking?
Sounds like Aurelie, as you've heard her before.
Zuzi kind of turns around a little lost, like looking around.
There's no physical presence.
And what about her? And she looks down at the obsidian in the ground.
What about her?
Is it right to trust her? To let her do this to me? And she's like a little cold, looking down.
I'm not a god that decides what's right and what's wrong. You decide of your own volition what is right and what's wrong. I think that there are plenty of things that can be viewed as bad that aren't. I think it's how you use your tools. What do you use them for?
I don't. There are parts of death that are natural. We've been talking about that on this journey. And so I wonder, is it truly a bad thing? A bad type of magic? It's just another side of a coin, just how you use it. I've killed before. Yeah, I will die. One day. And that is right and natural, but I don't want to take that from someone, and I don't know if that's the type of magic that I don't know.
Death is often a gray area, especially in the world that we live in. Magic can change it. Magic can undo it. Magic can cause it. I suppose, in any instance, it is the intention behind the undoing, the doing, the stopping. And only the wielder has that intention.
I still have that vial, right?
You do?
What did they say that would do? Do I recall?
Didn't say anything. It's up for you to discover.
Button. Okay, I'm gonna take out the vial and look at it, knowing that it'll probably summon Viola to do some tricks. I'm not gonna full on, but maybe we have a talk.
Okay. Hold the vial. You look at it. And the snow around you begins to dim in color. The wind begins to halt to almost an entire standstill. You blink. You're not in the woods anymore. You're not on your way to Ilynbelle anymore. You find yourself in a familiar office. One you have not been in a little while. It's empty till the door opens. And you see Elizabeth Whitmore walk into the room, trace her hand behind your shoulder. Take a seat, Lazuli. And that's where we're going to take our first break.
Whoa.
All right. We will be back in about 10 minutes. We'll see
Lizzie.
you guys.
Lizzie!
Bye-bye.
Not right when we got her brother.
That's what I'm...
They can see and hear you. Hello, everybody. Sorry for the extended break. We are back and doing the thing. Before we head back to Lazuli, crew moving forward, give me just a quick perception check.
Perception. Dirty 20.
Okay.
14.
19.
All of you notice that Lazuli has taken a step back and is not near you. Oleander, you spot individuals on the road ahead of you. Give me a history check here.
my stronger skills. That's a 20.
20. It is not often that you've come into willingly come into the company of shadow druids.
Oh.
But you see an individual with a steel blade lit ablaze. With that 20 on the history check, shadow druids in this world are those who wish to undo the makings of humanoid creation. They want to see a world brought back to its naturalistic roots. And there's contention between the Sunflower Enclave, one that wishes to preserve all life and propel it forward, and this organization, this enclave, that wishes to revert to a time where human impression was not the way of the world. You see this human woman, black dyed leathers, this flaming blade, as she just sort of looks. Oleander, is it?
Hello.
I'm sorry. I don't think we've ever had the pleasure of meeting.
Oh, but I have heard of you. You are quite tall.
Yeah. And I feel at a loss here. What would be your name, ma'am?
Samara.
Samara. That's a beautiful name. Samara, we now know each other. We have business.
We have business. By the looks of your arm, your enclave is resting.
Yes. That would be the case.
How does it feel to be a little seedling in a vast world?
We all have our place.
Are you seeking it?
Always. Question is, are you?
Yes. For very different purposes.
That's where I think friend me and you differ in what the purpose of life is here.
What do you see when you look at this world and the people in it? Sort of looking back at your group. Echinacea and Zio, you hear Kalen as he leans forward. I'll get Lorian out of here. If this is a fight, he needs to be protected.
Thank you. I hope it's not.
He's not in a state to protect himself, and we would be at a disadvantage if he were just between all of us.
No, you're right. Thank you.
Hey. Okay. Keep him safe. You see as he grips the Song of Arvindor in his hand. Uldiel looks at you, Echinacea. Where would you want me?
I'm hoping this is not a fight.
Where's
With Oleander. Lazuli, where are... Oh, hello?
Okay. So you reach out to Lazuli. You can hear, because are you reaching out through the sigil?
Yeah.
You hear it on Lazuli. You're able to see where she is now. Because I imagine you didn't peel off too far away from your group, Lazuli.
Mm-mm.
You're able to see her with this small little communion in the woods. But you're able to kind of glean with your passive investigation. Her eyes are completely milked over. She is not present.
Simply not here.
Oleander. What do you see when you look at the lives laid bare in front of you?
I think Oleander kind of looks over his shoulder and looks at his companions and gives a soft smile and looks back at Sumatra. Is it Sumatra right or Samara?
Samara.
Samara. And says, I see those who have fallen. I see those who are trying to grow and be better. I see all those who deserve to be here.
Well, we heard the name of our Lord whispered. And to know that you are one seeking the Luminara Flower. The Sunflower Enclave will not receive it. They will meet their end.
I see we find ourselves at an impasse.
What?
I will be getting that flower.
You will try. But let me offer you this. This world is one that is dying already. Its cycle is coming to an end. The Circle of the Umbra, our circle, works in tandem with the name that was whispered here.
Faemir, the World Destroyer. Why on earth would you do that? Echinacea walks up and just stands kind of in front of Oleander, all 5 feet of them. So there's plenty of man still visible. Hello.
Because we are of the belief that this world is done. It is over.
That's where you're wrong. That's where you're wrong. The beauty of cycles is that they're secular. And when it ends, it begins again.
Well, this world is about to end.
I'm afraid, friend, I'm going to have to stop you. I hope that's all right. Less a fight and more a debate and violence.
I don't shy away from violence, Oleander.
I don't seek it unless it comes looking. And it appears you have come a-knocking.
The entity inside of this world, the one that cracks the gateways to your undergarden. He doesn't wish for this world to suffer. He wishes for it to end swiftly, so that a beautiful world, a new flower, can be made on its place in the dirt.
Something is not meant to be in the biome that it is. It's often referred to as an invasive species. And it is my job to make sure there are no invasive species.
You will have to
All
speak.
deserve a place.
You will have to speak to your goddess about that, because she, alongside her alloyed, decided that his place was in the center of this world. By right, it is his.
It is not. His place, center of the earth. The rest of it is shared with everyone. Now, if he would like to, he's more than welcome to coexist in the world. But if he's asking everyone to leave, respectfully, I'm going to have to ask him no.
That is the thing, Oleander. He is not asking.
Well, I'm telling.
Zio, Echinacea, any other response here?
Zio is eyes set on these people. Any sort of movement, anything like somatic, verbal, anything.
I'm going to say you guys are going to roll initiative at this point.
Yeah.
So place
I think
Yep.
all Echinacea would say is, Ollie, I suggest drinking one of your potions.
I will begin to reach into my pocket.
I will
to grab
allow
one.
you guys to consume a potion of your choice before we get started. Place yourselves on the map, and then please type your initiatives in chat. Let me place down Lucian. Uldiel will be with you, but Kaelin has run off with Lorian to keep him safe.
I will not take any potions, but I will do Blade Ward.
Blade Ward, okay.
Mm-hmm.
I'll allow it. Yep, that's fine. Okay. Alrighty. And with that, we are going to jump back to Lazuli before this combat begins. Lazuli, you find yourself in the office of Elizabeth Whitmore.
Elizabeth?
Yes, Lazuli.
I had a feeling it was you.
Really?
And she doesn't have Hagrot in her eyes anymore, right?
She does.
Yeah. And she, I guess, poignantly, looks at her eyes. Does Lucian know?
No. He is blissfully unaware.
Of many things. Do you love him?
Yes,
Insight check.
please.
$24.
She is telling the truth.
Is there what do her eyes look like? I feel like
She has
more-
the hag rod, so it.
Well, I meant
it
like
is there
the
in
way
her
she's
mouth.
holding them.
They're sharp. They're a predator's eyes.
Even when she says that she loves him?
Yes, because she says that feeling an authority over Lucian, seeing him as incompetent, a fool, nowhere near the level that she is at.
And you took the pack with Viola.
I took advantage of the pact made by by a predecessor.
Who? Has that been said before? I feel
Yes,
like we know
yes,
that.
that
Okay,
information is all stuff you have.
Yeah. Okay, cool, good. Then never mind. Right.
But I should thank you all. The actions partaken in Lockhinge has paved the way for a lot of good done in this world. I wish for you to know that it's me. I am now the one that holds your pact. And I do so gleefully, as I know that you will do very well with it.
What do you mean by a lot of good?
I mean that you will follow the path that you see fit. And I happen to think, whether you wish to admit or not, that we align in a lot of ways.
In what ways?
We are both resilient, tenacious, easily underestimated by the people around us, and we both fall into times of feeling woefully powerless. I think there's something beautiful in the fact that I can embolden you, take away that fear that I have, that we share.
What do you fear?
Being
And she's really
powerless.
intensely. Against what? You have this
Anything.
whole city. You have a family that loves you.
I have a brother that attempted a coup on me.
Well, did you not deserve it?
No, I did not. It's not about me, it should have been about the people living in the city. They did not deserve it. But that's neither here nor there. Viola revealed to me the mud that my ancestors had to crawl through to get what was theirs by right. Legal documents altered, made so that my family could not get what they deserved, what was theirs. I never wished to be in a world where I am that powerless, where the truth can be made so easily malleable. I told you I was Viola. That's not a lie. She lives within me. Just like you will.
If what? If I drink this, if I continue, do I not already?
You will grow
Seems
in
as though-
power. And then you will be my successor. To do
If someone
whatever it
kills
is
me.
you wish with my power. Your power. Lazuli, you were a little girl flung through a Feywild bleed. Family lost to you. The ward of a dragon who cares more about his hordes than he does you. With a group of people who are desperately trying to figure out who they are in a big and very scary world. And I know that you want to feel that power. I know that you want to give them the tools they need to succeed. I will give you a choice. Stairs open underneath her desk, and she begins to walk downstairs with you. If you follow.
Yes. Carefully, of course. Like she's just like.
Content warning for horror imagery. I will not go into big detail here. But you see the death hag's heart in the basement. The same source of power that you saw within Viola's hut. Except this one is bright and beaming with life, beating freshly like a newborn. You see Harry Outen inside, still barely breathing.
Can I get a quick refresher on? I know we talked
Harry
about this, but I need
Harry
a
Outen
quick.
was Sir's friend who gave you all the rings.
Right. Yes. Okay. Got it.
No. I know, unfortunately, you were not able to meet him. I could change that. Can let him go.
Why him?
He happened to be in my office that day. You have the opportunity to save him, Lazuli.
There will be someone else in his stead. Am I not wrong?
People will die. People die every day. And do you know where they go? Somewhere better. They go somewhere where they are loved.
Where?
Whatever afterlife they choose. Unless they are destined for the hells, then that is up to them. But
I've heard about Vaemir stuff though, and I know it's different, right?
yep.
So I'm like, that is not what I've heard.
I am not lying to you. They're
Insight
mine.
check.
Okay, please. Inside check, fucking bitch.
It's a 26.
She is not being deceptive. She's being particularly elusive with her words, but she's not being deceptive. They will experience the afterlife that they choose, and they will serve a greater purpose in that death. Death as it is now is meaningless. It serves no greater purpose, and it should. No one has asked. He can be let free. If you drink that ichor. If you accept my power.
What will the ichor do?
I do not know. Specific
You
to the
don't?
person who consumes it. It did something very different for me.
So you've drunk it.
I have.
What did it do for you?
You see as she sort of takes her hand and waves it over her face. She looks exactly like you.
So she has disguised self?
She has the ability to change her appearance, to glamour herself.
Oh shit.
She shifts back into Elizabeth.
Is this your true form? Or has it changed who you are?
This is still what I look like.
Insight check.
Sure. Also, you just rolled a 26. She's telling the truth.
Okay. Sorry. I don't know if it's
No, you're fine. You're fine.
Game of Thrones hag type situation here.
You're valid.
You said that death is meaningless. Now, I disagree. What is it that you wish it to mean in use it? Grow this heart?
To grow this heart, to feed my power, and to be able to give others the opportunity to find new opportunities. To make deals the same I did with you, and to make this world work for them while they still have it.
How many packs do you have aside from mine?
Thousands.
Thousands.
I did not make all of them. I did not make most of them. I've inherited them, though.
So if I were to be your successor...
You would inherit them as well.
What would that mean?
It would mean that you, Lazuli, are a death hag.
By responsibility, I mean.
You would have to uphold their bargains, whatever that means to you, by the verbiage stated. And I know you love being particular with your words. So, you can take him and free him.
Do I know who will be in his stead?
Would you like to choose? She looks up as 3 forms descend down the stairs. You see a man that you've met before. The owner of the smithy. Older in age. Elderly man.
I was just about.
Just getting close to his time. There's not much life left that you can see in this liminal space. You're able to see a green flame emitted, a representation of the life flowing through someone. The next person is someone you've never met before. An older mousefolk woman carrying books, looks quite quite grandmotherly. The same thing, kind of like a dimming flame. And the last person is someone you've only heard about. Lila Alcott. While younger than the other two, her flame is the dimmest. She is suffering, in pain, and sick. There is no telling how long she will persist. But her existence is not a comfortable one.
That's Declan's sister, mother, or mother?
Mother.
Was she sick whenever we left him? Like I4?
There's nothing you noticed.
I don't think Lazuli even met her.
Lazuli, that's what I'm saying. You have only
Yeah.
heard of her.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But it was nothing that was seen by anybody. She's not visibly ill. The way that she treats her illness, she is essentially agoraphobic. She stays in her home. She does not leave. She does her business. So you have three options presented in front of you. Harry Oaten, his flame, despite being in this heart, is ablaze. Bright. That's what makes him as an option so enticing. There is so much life to draw in. You can tell in this moment that Elizabeth is cutting you a break by taking a lesser option.
And in this liminal space, can I see my own light?
Yes.
What do I see?
It is a flame unlike any other. Your entire body is lit with this bright blue flame. Not green like the others. A remnant of your birth from a Feywild wellspring. You can see the disparity here, the difference.
Elizabeth, I have so much to give. Is there a way? You don't have to. They have so little.
The only
What am-
way that you could give anything is if you took their place and forsook your journey, which I know you will never do.
It's not a way to just take a little?
No. It is all, or it is nothing. There are no halvesies in this. I will not lie to you and say it will get easier, but it will become normal.
To take from them.
Yes. That is your choice. Let that bright flame snuff out.
And if I...
Or gently bring a hand to a flame that is already fading.
But another one will need to take its stead, no?
In time. All flames dim after a certain point, no matter how large or how powerful.
And Harry's is the strongest, right?
Yes. The weakest is Lila's.
What if I were to find someone?
No. This will not be prolonged.
Why?
You have a choice to make.
She looks at Lila, knowing that that is one of so many, like, it's a Richter's, like, relative. There's just so much, but, like, the pain, the suffering, but if that were... the mouse folk woman she doesn't know, the smithy owner that plays such an important role in Declan's life. Oh, God damn it. You say I can set him free and I can take him with me. Does he come back with me, or does he stay in Eye of the Lord?
He will go back to his home. Safe and sound with no memory of what's happened to him. He will not know of the sacrifice that you will make on his behalf. He will live comfortably without that weight. To see his child again.
Alright, I won't make you guys wait in anticipation any longer. Lazuli carefully walks up to the smithy owner and puts her hand on his chest. With very sad eyes. Or just like an ethereal chest, you know? But I know the shop will be in good hands. Wait, no, Declan is...
He's gone.
Shit, no, back it up. Fuck. Goddamn. Damn. I think I'm still gonna pick the smithy.
Okay.
Goddamn. And what if I do find someone? I've made my decision now. But someone stronger. Someone who can sense, or someone who's...
Then that will be a welcome addition.
Addition?
This choice is made. You see, she starts to reach toward the hand of the smithy. Lazuli, is that your final choice? You have the smithy who has time, but is gaining age. Similar with the mousefolk Rivet. And Lila, who has the dimmest flame, and is in pain every day of her life.
In pain by sickness, or in pain because of...
By illness.
There's like, maybe... Is it... I don't know about the illness. I'm like, well, maybe she could be healed. She's young, like, I know about the illness now. There's literally a hospital there, but I don't know. And if she dies quickly, then another one is just going to be in their stead. So that's my rationale.
I need your choice.
It's going to be the smithy.
Okay.
Locking in.
Locking in. We have a deal.
Oh God.
All right. You see, as she takes the smithy's hand, he walks with a green haze over his eyes, and he enters the heart. With the same motion, she grabs the hand of Harry Oaten and pulls him out, tracing ancient sigils in front of him, that green haze visible as he is transported to his home. Lazuli, you wake in the space with your party, hearing moments that a conflict is brewing. Do you drink the ichor?
I do.
You drink the ichor. I would like you to level up. And I would like you to level up into Warlock.
What? Okay. Oh yeah, how do I even do this?
All right.
The world's my hair.
Did people drop initiative rolls in the server?
I forgot
Okay.
to roll. I'm sorry.
That's okay. I'll say just give me your shout outs now of what you rolled.
18.
Who's got the higher dex? What's your dex, Oleander?
My dex is +1, so it's 12.
Okay, because you both said 18, correct?
I said 16.
Oh, okay. Got it. 18, Ollie. $16, Echinacea. Zio?
They said
Should be at
11.
11.
Oh.
You're
You're
muted. Andrew.
muted, sweetie.
I'm sorry.
That's okay. Lazuli, what did you get for initiative?
I couldn't roll because I'm on this other thingy.
I'll roll. For
What
you.
pact do I need to?
That's your choice.
Like it's the undead, the archfey. Is that?
You're gonna pick the Archfey. Archfey or undead. It's your choice between those two.
Okay, thank you. And yeah, you can go ahead.
Okay. Oh fuck me. You got a 22.
Yikes. Oh boy.
You got a high dex. Lazuli. And then NPCs and Emmy. Fucking of course. We got a 17 there. Okay. So,
shit.
Lazuli, you're up with Oleander on deck. If you want me to fuck around with your character sheet, Lazuli, let me know.
Alright, I picked the undead.
Sick.
Let's see, because that feels accurate. And then let me pull up the map. I just realized.
Mm-hmm.
Shit. Sorry, I'm
You're fine.
scrambling.
You're all good. You're all good. You're all good.
Just fucking around and finding out tonight. Ay. Let's see if my token's gonna be silly to try to get it on the map. It's gonna be.
If it is, I can drop it on there for you.
Okay. Yeah, it's just gonna be easier because sometimes I fiddle with it and then it just doesn't do a thing.
Okay, can you move yourself? I'm gonna
yeah,
say
perfect.
you're probably back here.
Yeah, that's fine.
But can you move it?
I'm gonna fly up on that tree. I'm
Okay.
assuming that's. Well, I think I
50 feet.
maybe.
What's your
Oh,
movement?
I have to. I think it's like 30.
Yeah, so you can probably move as close. So you're right there.
I'll probably just be on that tree. I'm up.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, 25. Perfect.
I'm just climbing trees over here. Let's see. And then I'm going to Form of Dread transform since that's just what I got. So I gain
Not the form of dread immediately.
why not?
All right.
Because it's like fresh ichor, that kind of thing.
Ooh, okay. That's
like I just drank it. It's almost like I didn't
kind of
even
Lazuli,
choose.
but like
It's
a
just...
little more gaunt. And you just kind of have this like leaking ichor.
Well, yeah, like it's almost like since she just drank it, it's like the fresh thing, and she's with this rush of adrenaline, and almost like she didn't even willingly cast it. It's just like, surging.
So you kind of have this like more gaunt and like ghostly appearance.
I think now it's almost like the dark blue of her eyes are just a thin rim, and it's all kind of gold. Her hair is not even that blue anymore. It's almost like this sickly teal, like very washed out pale, like seafoam green. It's kind of not that like a shade of blue. It's going towards just like what's the word? Not shallow. Yeah, it's something. It's an
like
aloe.
Hollow.
And it's a color word, or a sick word. But it ends in aloe. I forgot the consonants at the front. But that's what it is.
Okay.
So I'm going to gain HP of 1d10 for +1, and then once on each of your turns, if you hit a creature, you can force it to make a wisdom saving throw. On fail, it's frightened until the end of your turn. You are immune to being frightened, and you can use this 3 times per long rest.
That
So
fucks.
that's what I'm doing. That's a bonus action. And so with my normal action, let's see.
I gave you a long rest and your 10 temp HP because it didn't look like you did that.
Yeah, sorry.
No, you're fine.
I'll refresh my...
No, I know it's new. You're good.
Okay.
Like brand spanking new.
And then, because it feels... Since it feels accurate, I think I'm gonna do... Oh, yeah. Ice Knife.
Okay.
On... whoever is the closest, I can't tell who all is. Is this the first baddie?
Yep. Yep.
Okay.
That is a baddie there.
Okay. Or... yeah, let's do...
If you do the one in the middle beyond that first one, you can if Ice Knife hits, you could probably hit them because it bursts.
Oh, does it?
Mm-hmm.
Yep.
Ooh. Nice. Okay, then that's what I'll do. Thank you, Angie. And yeah, just roll to cast that. Do I have to roll to cast it? Sorry, I am all over the place. I see. Does a 14 hit?
No. 14 does not.
Okay. Oh. Ain't that just the way?
Okay. Is that your turn? All right. All of you see as Lazuli has come back in this form of dread. This ichor still dripping from her lips. Okay, Oleander, you are up. These druids of the Circle of the Umbra in front of you.
Okay. Well, first thing I'm going to do is I'm going to move in front of Echinacea.
Okay.
And as I'm moving, I'm going to activate Sentinel Form.
Yeah.
A giant shield sort of growing out of the arm and sort of forming this wooden, almost like knight's armor with sunflowers kind of growing all over him. And he's going to lift up the knight helm that he has and just spew out this line of acid to all these people right here in the front. And the DC for that, or the save for that, is a dex saving throw of 15.
Dexterity saving throw of 15.
Mm-hmm.
That is a success. That is a success. And I'm sorry, could you trace the line again? Is it just right in front of you, right here?
Yeah, just right in front of me.
Okay, so it's just those two?
Yeah,
so those are 2 successes.
2 successes? Okay, let me roll because it's half damage.
Yep.
Man. So they take half of 37 and is 15. I think that's 17?
Nope, that's going to be 18.
18?
Yep.
Thank you.
Of course. All right, nice turn. Anything else?
Nope, that is my bonus, my movement, and my action.
Champion.
Just gonna pull the mask back down and sort of pull up this big oaken shield.
Fuck yes. Okay. You see as this individual directly in front of you, Oleander, begins to trace sigils in the air as they cast greater invisibility on themselves.
Counterspell.
Okay.
Hold on. That doesn't work because I have Lantern of Revealing, so they no invisible creatures.
Do you still counterspell?
Do they turn invisible? If they don't, then I got nothing to counterspell.
I mean, I think the Lantern of Revealing works for Oleander. double check the item.
So, okay.
1 second.
Do they go invisible?
I will answer that question once I read the item.
That's cool though. Lantern of revealing.
So they wouldn't have turned invisible either way, just because so you wouldn't have even noticed. Okay, but that does not work. Okay, it is going to use its bonus action to blink step to get behind you, Echinacea, and it's going to shout out, surround them both. Samara just sort of screams out. This individual does here. This individual does here. This individual does here. And this individual does here. Looks like they're flanking Oleander as he is the target. The first one is going to be 2 longsword attacks. Actually, you see as this ring of flame around this druid's head bursts out, I need a intelligence saving throw from you, Oleander.
Okay, intelligence, no problem.
Yes, please.
Okay, that is math. Sorry, today.
That's
okay. That is a 28.
Okay, that is a success. So you're going to take half of this damage, and you're not stunned. So you're going to take 9 points of damage. And then
Who did that? Who did that spell, by the way?
It's not a spell. It is an attack action, but right here.
Oh, okay, got it.
And they are going to do that attack a second time. So I need another intelligence saving throw from you.
You got it. Oh, that one's not as sexy. That one's a 10.
That is a failure. You're going to take the full 17, and Oleander is stunned.
Okay.
And then for the stunned condition, you're
incapacitated.
Yep.
Favored by the tranquil, so that they can.
Is it a D4?
Yeah, it's a D4.
It will be impossible to beat the save DC.
Oh, okay. Got
it.
It.
15,
okay.
So I will say don't waste the ability.
Okay.
So, Tali, you are incapacitated, so you can't move or speak. You can't move and can only speak falteringly. You automatically save strength and dexterity saving throws, and attack rolls against you have advantage. Okay. And with that, we move into the 2 individuals flanking you. You are going to get hit with a Shadow Blade, which is advantage. What's your AC in Sentinel form?
AC in Sentinel form? It doesn't say it increases it in any way, so it's just a 16.
16? Okay. A 16 just meets it, beats it. And you are resistant to necrotic damage now.
Is that a spell at all?
Nope. So you take 13 slashing damage, and that's already halved.
You don't. Reaction, they will cast Echinacea's defensive dome around Oleander. Oleander, there are flowers made of fire that do not burn you now surrounding you, and they will eat all of that damage.
Okay.
So don't take any of it.
The dome takes, then, because he's got 2 more attacks, the dome takes an additional 27 points of necrotic damage.
Okay.
And then on the third... Wow, I'm really rolling. The third attack misses, so no damage there. This third individual is going to...
So each of these guys have 3 attacks?
No, not all of them do. Though these individuals have 3 attacks. Okay. I need 20 feet. So I need Echinacea, Oleander, and Zeo to make Constitution saving throws. These are all at advantage. Yep, because of Oleander's aura. And Oleander, you make these normal with advantage as well, because the stunned condition does not affect Constitution saving throws.
Okay, that is a 21.
Success.
Nat 20 for a 22.
Okay, perfect.
16.
That is a success as well. So you guys are going to take half of 6d8. So you guys are going to take 12 force damage, and nobody is knocked back or knocked prone. Okay. This individual flanked with you, or next to you, Echinacea, is going to go for 3 strikes. Jesus Christ. Is a 13 hit?
No.
Okay, then a natural 1 won't hit. Fuck you, dice. I'm switching. A 15.
Nope.
Damn. All 3 fucking miss on the wizard. The ducking and dodging.
I think Echinacea is like weaving in between the shield that that Oleander is holding.
Okay.
Like it's not them; they're just like it's the shield.
Okay. This is going to be a Eldritch Blast from this individual to Oleander. They're going to move down a little bit just to get line of sight. Perfect. What are you thinking? You have a question?
I'm just eating some of the damage, but I don't know how much it does yet.
Yeah, I'm rolling for the strikes. All 3 would hit. The first one is 8.
Okay, Ollie, you take 5, and then whatever the rest is. I'm sorry.
Next one is 10. And then the last one is 3.
I'm going to use my reaction to use Sentinel on it. And that is maximum, so that's 13. It's a reaction.
Yes. It's this creature from afar that's shooting at you.
Okay. Does the language of it not allow?
I don't think you can hit. Let me quick look at your character sheet.
Look at reaction, starting, activate.
Because I think it's a melee weapon attack.
So when a creature at 30 feet of you attacks, so if it's outside of the 30 feet, I can't do it.
It is 35 feet away, just outside, unfortunately.
Okay.
And then
how much?
So you took, I believe, 5 from Echinacea, or from the dome going down, 3, so 18 altogether.
Oh, thank you so much.
And that's force damage.
Okay.
This individual back here is going to... It's going to cast Darkness on, we'll say, starting with Zio and Oldiel. Where's my shape tool? Perfect. It's going to start it right here. We'll see if it can get both of you. It can.
Silvery barbs?
It's not a roll. But with Darkness, I need... Yep, 15-foot sphere. Creature with dark vision. Yep, so that you are encased in this darkness right now, Zio and Oldiel.
I'm like right on the edge of it, though. We both are,
but it's
right?
still hitting you. So you can use that movement to get out, for sure. But it is there. Okay. Lucian's going to use a bonus action to hide. Not bad, King. Not bad. Okay. You see as he dips into this tree here, and he is going to use his action to firebolt the individual that just attacked Echinacea thrice. Advantage. God damn, King. And he will add his sneak attack to this. So that is 9 plus, and then, what was it, 46? Sorry, guys, I'm playing with myself. 20 points of damage to the individual that just struck you, Echinacea. He is visible now, so he does just say, "Back the fuck up." And now we are at, we'll say Uldiel will move here. Get out of there. And she is going to... almost forgot she was there. So smart. There she is. She is going to cast. She's going to cast Healing Word at 4th level for you, Oleander. So you are going to heal for 12 points. Alright, and that is her turn. Alright, we have Echinacea up, and then Zio is on deck, and then we're back at the top of the round with Lazuli.
Okay, first things first, free action, I dispel the dome, so I'm gonna need some saves. I need... for you.
It's a deck save, I believe.
Yes.
What's the DC? 20?
20. It would be for everyone surrounding us.
Mm-hmm. Okay. Samara succeeds, and this individual succeeds. The rest are failures.
Okay, they'll take half.
Yep.
Okay, so those who fail take 14 radiant damage. Those who succeed take 7.
Okay.
Echinacea is going to look at Oleander. May I move us?
Of course.
I've never done this before. And they reach up to your hands, holding you very much like someone in a waltz guiding their partner, but they're so tiny, their hands are up here. And they say, "Where would you like to go?" And you can ping anywhere within 90 feet on the map that you would like to go.
Okay, I'm gonna say right here.
All right. And they step with you, and we start stepping on stars that Zio would recognize, little sparklets of sand and star that rise into the air until they open up a door for us, this sparkling circle, and we fly there together. And I need another save from these motherfuckers. What is it? What is the Thunderstep save?
Thunderstep.
Oh, that's Thunderstep? Fucking
Aha.
cool. Cool as fuck. I'll probably have to
Constitution
save.
save. You do, but you are resistant to thunder.
I should be. Yes, I
Is
am.
that because of your prelude?
Mm-hmm.
Everybody but Samara fails.
And I have to do what? A Constitution?
Con save.
Con save?
DC is 20.
20?
Yep.
Oh boy.
It's
Okay.
Echinacea spell save,
Sorry.
DC.
Yeah, that's a 16. So I failed.
I'm really sorry. You will still take half because you're resistant. I'm sorry. I
Yeah.
forgot how close you were. So Zio, you'll take 14.
Mm-hmm.
I'm sorry. They look back. Shit, Zio, I'm sorry. I'll fix it. And then whoever failed takes 28.
Okay. All right.
I rolled really well. I rolled in D&D Beyond.
Nice. They take the damage.
Zio, I just hurt you. So as a bonus action, Three little red birds fly toward you as they halo around Echinacea's head really fast and then zip toward you and start knitting up your wounds. And they're all saying in Echinacea's voice, I'm sorry, I'm sorry, I'm sorry. And you heal for 4, 5, 6, 7, and then 3 temp HP.
7. How does it? Well, out of curiosity, because that's So you did Thunderstep, and then you also can heal as a bonus action?
Yes, I have Fabled Healer as a part of my class.
Yeah, okay, got it. Cool. Oh, I did the wrong thing.
That is my whole turn.
Because Dispelling the Dome is no action.
It's a free action.
Alright, yep, Zero, you're up, and then Lazuli, you're on deck.
Cool. Seeing that Echinacea and Ollie are safe and outside of that surrounding, Zio is going to burst into the air. Would that trigger an attack of opportunity from this guy in front of me?
Indeed it would.
Okay. Bonus action disengage.
Okay, cool.
So that I can get up into the air. I'm gonna go about 30 feet in the air. And I'm going to attack with Simon's Bowblade. So
okay.
1 second, real quick. Yep. So where the hell are you? Where the hell? Okay. And I have advantage from the top.
Mm-hmm.
So that is a 23.
23 hits.
For that guy?
Yep.
So it's going to be, does for this individual, does radiant damage matter? Just so that I know to divide.
Nope.
It does not? Okay. That's fine. So it's going to be 1d6 plus 2d6 radiant damage. So that's 3d6, and then my sneak attack damage, which is 2 additional d6.
Yep. How high up did you go?
I'm gonna say 30. My full movement, so 40 feet.
So you're 40 feet up in the air right now?
Yeah, 40 feet up in the air.
Okay.
So it is 7, 9, and then sneak attack, 3 more. Oof. 9 plus 14. 23 points of piercing damage. Well, piercing radiant, however that's divided, on that guy.
Perfect. Done and done.
And that is my turn.
Alrighty. Oleander. Or what? Sorry. Lazuli, you're up, and then Oleander, you're on deck.
Nah, I'm unmuted. Nice. Okay. Let's see here. There's no clear leader to this group. Or like, they're all autonomous, right? Or just
they all have their own autonomy, but you would not be aware that Samara very much seems like the leader here.
I would not, or would be.
You would not, because you were kind of off doing hot girl shit.
Yeah. Okay, I'm going to cast a fairy fire in this little group.
Okay.
Let's see. And then, is it really any different? It's just that it doesn't use a spell slot if I use it for my features and traits casting from there, right? Or is there any other?
What feature or trait is it coming from?
Fairy magic. I can do it once per long rest.
Yeah,
but I don't know
So you don't cast a spell slot?
Yeah, I guess that's it. So I do that, but I still have to. Do I have to roll to for it to hit, or?
Yep. Yeah, you still do all that. You just don't use the spell slot.
Okay, cool. I just have forgotten how to. Let's see. Or I think it's a dex save, right?
For fairy fire? Yes, this is a 17 DC 17 dex save.
Let's see.
Unfortunately, they do all succeed.
Okay. And then with my bonus action, I will. Is there a range on Bardic Inspiration?
I don't know. Let me check.
It says reach. Let's see, but I think everyone's pretty far away from me. Let's see.
60 feet.
Okay. I don't think I'm very inspiring right now. I'm trying to think of how I would be not the opposite of inspiring to Zio. So, I think that's it. That's my turn. I was gonna try to
Okay.
people out, but
Correct. No, stunned. You're incapacitated. Let me double check, because then Oleander, it is your turn. Let me just double check the verbiage again. You're incapacitated as well, which means
Yeah, can't take any actions or
actions or reactions. But you can go ahead and make a Constitution saving throw now.
Okay. Okay, that is a 21.
Yeah, you are no longer stunned, but that is your turn.
Okay.
All right. Thank you, thank you, thank you. All right. Enemies and NPCs. Zio, you have Boots of Flying, correct?
Yes, I do.
Noted. This individual down here is going to look up. You are within 60 feet, and they're going to cast Dispel Magic on the boots.
Counterspell!
Counterspell your counterspell this individual right here.
Bitch. Fuck.
Is that going to, like, completely ruin the boots here on out?
No, it'll be 10 minutes, though, so you'll...
They will be inert for the fight.
Okay.
So are you just
Okay.
casting counterspell at 3rd level?
I did.
It's counterspelled. Zio, Fly is a 3rd level spell, and per the verbiage of Dispel Magic, magical effects of 4th level or under are dispelled. So your boots are dispelled for the next 10 minutes. Do you have your Ring of Featherfall active?
I do not.
You are falling, and you are going to take...
Done something else.
12 points of fall damage as you hit the snow.
Okay.
All right.
And I'm assuming I'm prone?
You are prone, yes.
Cool.
There's just 5 feet of your movement to get up next time. Okay. This individual counterspell, but they're going to use their action here to move up a little bit, and they're going to cast Mass Healing Word on their allies. They heal for hit points that I will not disperse, but you see the enemies are, their wounds are suffused for a bit. This individual is going to move up here, noting that Echinacea is also a problem. I need both of you to go ahead and make that as they do their Mind Fire attack. I need a DC 15 intelligence saving throw.
Oh my god. I'm so smart, but I rolled so low. I rolled a 2 for a total of 12.
Okay, so you'll take the full damage.
And I got a 19.
You succeed. So Echinacea, for the first, you're going to take 20 points of psychic damage. And then Oleander, your Let me double check and see if this is save or suck. Okay, this is save or suck. Echinacea, you are stunned. And I need another intelligence saving throw. These will not be at disadvantage because of the stun condition.
It's still okay.
As long as
8 plus 10, 18.
you succeed.
22.
Succeed, no damage, no stunned. Okay, this individual will use their bonus action to shadow step here toward Oleander. You hear as they whisper under their breath, "What would your master think? Is he sitting in the Undergarden as well?"
You'll have to ask him when I heal him.
If you heal him.
I will.
Take an inspiration point for that assuredness. I love that. Just gonna go for a few short sword attacks. That is a big fucking miss. I take it a 15 does not hit. Your AC is 16, correct?
Correct.
Cool. 21, that will hit. So you're going to take 11 necrotic damage, halved to 6 because you are resistant for that potion. This individual here is going to do the same. How far away? Right here. Fine enough. If I could grab the token. They're going to teleport here. They're going to do the same. That is a miss. That is a hit. I'll just give you the total. And that is a crit. And this, I mean, it's still all halved.
Even with a crit? Hurt me, Big Daddy. If I'm getting hit me.
So the first part is half, but you're going to take 22 points of necrotic damage, and that is with the crit included.
Okay.
Okay. So they healed. They did this. This individual is going to stay back and look at the group. The darkness is going to be dispelled. That was pointless. And then I need, and I will say, this individual here is bloodied. This individual here is just above bloodied. Just for a heads up. But they were suffused a bit with the cure wounds. Or the masculine word. I need... I'm gonna move down here. Provoke an opportunity attack from Uldiel, but that's a hit. So he'll take 12 points of slashing damage as her glaive just kind of rakes his back. But I need Zio, Uldiel, Lucian, and Lazuli to give me a Constitution saving throw. Your DC is 15.
16 plus 2. 18.
Okay, you succeed.
$16.
Succeed. Lucian. Fail. Uldiel will succeed. So you guys will only take... 6 points of force damage. Lucian, however, is going to take... Wow, god damn. 30 points of force damage.
Oh my god.
And he is knocked prone.
Is that an ability where it's not just double?
Mm-hmm. What do you mean?
It
We
was 6
6
if you...
points.
They took 6. He didn't take 12?
No, because I rolled separately each time. Because I rolled 3d6 or 3d8 for the first, and then I rolled all 68 for the second.
Oh.
So he was knocked back, and he's taking the damage, and he is knocked prone. He is going to use 5 feet of his movement to get up, and he is just going to. Lucian is going to cast. He is not gonna bother hiding, but he is going to cast Omen on the leader here, and he is going to pick Ominous so that she may have to subtract a d8 from all of her d20 rolls until concentration is dropped.
Nice.
Wisdom. That is a failure. So you see as this amber light is suffused over Samara as she is omened. So she will subtract 1d8, and Lucian just kind of shouts out, "Focus the leader if you can. She's gonna have a hard time keeping up with us, bitch." Uldiel is going to move forward.
Can I hit her? Oh no, that's
no,
Uldiel.
that's
That's
Uldiel.
our friends.
That's your baby girl. Attack of opportunity missed. Uldiel is going to cast Mass Cure Wounds on Echinacea, Oleander, and then it's 60 feet, and Zeo as well. Mass Healing Word. Mass Cure Wounds. Jesus Christ. Okay. All of you heal 15 hit points. Okay. We are down to Echinacea, and then Zeo, you're on deck.
Mm-hmm. Am I rolling?
You need to make a Constitution saving throw. Your DC is 15.
I'm gonna use my last inspiration because that was a 1. No.
Okay. Alrighty. Zeo, you're up.
Sorry, I'm trying to weigh the options here.
Oh, good.
Zeo is going to. Oh, we should hit. He said to hit the leader. Did Lucian say that, like, just to say it, or like?
He said it because she has to subtract 1d8 from any roll she makes.
Got it.
While he maintains concentration. So if you have stuff that will make her have to make a saving throw, she'll have to subtract a d8 for that.
Yeah. So. Okay, so 5 feet of movement.
Yep.
Up. Zia's going to go around so as not to invoke an attack of opportunity.
Okay.
Stand in front of this bitch and how much of movement was that? I was like over here, and I think that was like 10 feet of movement. Mm-hmm. So I have
so 5 and then
I have 25 left.
Yep.
Okay. So going to use Zeo is going to use Agonethic's Scorcher. 5 feet wide, 30 feet long to hit both.
Nice.
Both of them. And it is a dexterity saving throw.
So we'll roll that for her first. She rolled a 5 minus 6. So she fails, and then this guy. What's your spell save DC?
15.
Dexterity. This individual fails with a 14. So they both
Awesome.
fail.
So that's going to be 3d8 fire damage on them, both of them. Just out of curiosity, are any of them wearing, like, they're druids, right?
Yep.
Are they wearing, like, any, like, or do they have anything on them that's wood?
It's strange. The mostly wearing leathers, and these are druids that are not like opposed to using metal equipment. So they seem to be far more modern in their abilities.
Got it. Cool. That is 7, 14 plus 5. So that's 19 points of fire damage.
How do you want to do this in regards to the individual at the bottom?
Yikes. Zia just killed someone. Okay, I mean Zio probably doesn't see it happen. It is a burst of fire, so there's probably a yell of pain as this man is scorched.
Mm-hmm.
But there's so much happening that like Zio can't even think about that. Bonus action, disengage, and we'll move to, let me see. Yeah, we'll move over here. Just far from this person, from this bitch, just because do not want to engage.
Okay.
Combat right now, not. Yeah.
All right.
That's it.
That's it. With the end of this round, we're at our call time, so we're going to go ahead and pick up with initiative next time.
Okay.
Thank you guys for tuning in to this week's chapter of Known Realms Tolesh. Before we hop out, let's go ahead and outro our players, starting with our phenomenal returning guest, Ollie.
Hey everyone, I'm Tolly. You can find me on all over the internet at @that's_Barnaby. Please stop by and check out my friend Caroline's shop. They gave us a nice little code. If you use Tales Archived in the shop, you save 10% off, and they are really inclusive in all of their sizes and things. And yeah.
Thank you. Just posted the link to that in chat. Thank you, Tolly, for being here. You're a balm and a wonderful presence. Angie.
Hi, I'm Angie. They, them pronouns. I have played Zia Marino tonight. He, they pronouns. And once again, plugging my Piss Horse playlist. Please go enjoy it. Let's just call it the playlist to end the summer. You can find me at Agonethetic on the internet where it matters. Yay!
Hell yeah. Luke.
Hello, I am Lou. I am fucking around and finding out she, her pronouns. At Lucilia_ on the internet. TM.
Incredible. Thank you for being here.
Thanks.
Last but certainly not least, Button.
Hello, I'm Button. I'm Bluebluebutton on social media. Pronouns are they, them. Yeah, you can find me in November on Stealthy Elf and he.
Perfect. My name is Alec. My pronouns are he, him. You can find me all places on the internet at Tales Archived. The Archivist here for Known Realms. You can find me as Finn Reese over at Stealthy Elf Productions on Heroes of Asteria Unearthed Inheritance. We will see you guys next week for chapter 38.
Crazy.
Hang on for a raid. Bye, everybody.
Bye.